pushing natives? I'm pushing natives now. The Rings of Power shills have slowly kind of left my channel, and they've left my Twitter feed progressively more and more. But there's one comment from this wonderful person, Rory. I'm presuming he, but Rory can be a female nickname as well. So, Rings of Power literally made a statement saying they welcome criticism but do not tolerate racism. Kind of goes against the native you are pushing. Pushing natives? I'm pushing natives now. Am I pushing them out the way? Am I pushing them off bridges? Am I just pushing them? You know, do I walk up to them and push them? Seriously. So, let's unpack this. So this was on a video in which I talk about the sort of how to alienate your audience of the Rings of Power. I have to say this with all due seriousness. How is this person not aware of what promotional people, the paid shills, the shills, the studio, everything have done and said? So let's go back. If you dare criticise our show, we're going to call you names. That's basically the whole narrative that Disney, that Amazon and many other companies push. The problem with Rory's statement is that they believe Amazon, who are censoring fans, both negative and positive reviews. That's a thing. Like, they're not just filtering out the negative reviews, they're also filtering the positive reviews because they have to match a certain thing. And this goes for all the paid things. But also, people, fans of Rings of Power, and people behind the show, including its cast, have basically said, if you dare criticise us, all your criticism isn't valid because you're either a misogynist, racist, or some other buzzword that's going on that's lost all power because it's overused to the point of death. This comment was hilarious, and I've genuinely never laughed so hard when I got it, and they kept repeating themselves when I clarified what I said, and I did it on purpose just to see their reaction. And ultimately, you know, I'm pushing natives. I mean, that's just funny. Like, how did you miss that typo? How? We have autocorrect on our phone. Maybe it was autocorrect. I mean, autocorrect is evil. But the thing is, any criticism against this show has been labelled something or other. You criticise the writing, the special effects, the costumes, the story structure, the editing, anything that is nothing to do with race or gender, and you are labelled. And this is a common occurrence. This is an endless circle of this kind of fan blaming and fan hatred. You know, you see it on Twitter with people, you know, the blue ticks, like, well, the Rings of Power is really good. It looks amazing. And you know what's really funny? Is that the people I see praising it are just talking about special effects. And that I find hilarious, because it's like, is that all you can say? Like, it's visually really pretty? No, that's not. Just because something's visually pretty, or you want to bone Galadriel, or go muff diving with Galadriel, there are accounts of these weirdos. The whole thing is this weird cycle, like the fandom and stan accounts on Twitter. Like, there's that weird person who's like a She-Hulk account, and it's funny because it's like her entire personality, and I'm pretty sure she just wants to go hop the good foot and do the bad thing with She-Hulk. I mean, there's obviously a green fetish going on there. Or there's a Superman account that likes the visuals of Superman but doesn't actually like anything to do with the character, just the aesthetic. Like, stan accounts are a product of Tumblr, but these are also attacking people and going after them. And a lot of these stan accounts that are characters are actually journos and people. You can find people's IP addresses really easily. My Swedish troll learnt that one the hard way. Well, stalker, not just a troll, an actual stalker. But the actual situation here is I'm not pushing a narrative. I'm not pushing anything that has not been blatantly said. You can quote a lot of what I'm saying in that video, be it Twitter accounts, be it journos, be it articles. I'm not pushing a narrative, I'm pushing a statement of fact, and there's a massive difference here. And Rory, just because you like it or you're upset about it, that other people don't? Why does your enjoyment, and I see this a lot in my Twitter accounts, and on my comments, why do people's enjoyment of a product completely depend on how other people are viewing it? Does my opinion of it matter if you like it? Seriously. But reading that comment was not only the funniest thing, but just seeing this kind of breakdown that the media and these stands and these bots can't control the narrative anymore is hilarious. And just seeing the fallout from it. I won't lie, watching it all kind of crash and burn is oddly enjoyable. And I do get the comment a lot, well, if you don't like it, why do you watch it? Reason? I actually enjoy breaking it down. I actually enjoy films and movies in two ways. Things that I love and things that I hate, I love breaking them down. I love the construction of them, and it's a bit of a weird geeky obsession of mine. But just watching these kind of comments roll in is not only funny, but it kind of tells me everything I need to know about the commenter. Maybe you need to learn how to use Google and stop blocking Twitter accounts that disagree with you. Because I'm pretty sure you do that. Yes, I did take a bit of a deep dive into this person. Surprisingly easy. But the whole situation here is that if I was pushing a native, I wouldn't be able to quote my sources. I wouldn't be able to tell you things in a different way. But this is funny. Like, people's reaction is funny. And the fact that it's a statement of fact, the fact that it's we've got evidence of this fan blaming, fan hatred. If you're a Tolkien purist, you're a racist. All of this bull that just keeps coming out over and over on a repetitive loop. Like, are these people not tired? Are they just not tired? Are they just not, oh wow, Rings of Power is the most watched TV show, She-Hulk is the most watched TV show. Actually, no, you can get the viewing figures. They're quite easy to get, and now with companies being forced to make them public, pretty soon it's going to be very interesting, but you can get viewing figures and numbers. Like, watching people desperately try to cling on and do this kind of stuff on a repetitive loop and believing corporations and companies, the same people, Rory, that moans that Amazon is some evil corporation. Please stop. If it's an evil corporation, why are you supporting the Rings of Power? Come on, answer me. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments below. This is just a random nitpick, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.